starting it now, bro.
Word.
Oh, then oh shit, let me try to take your ass in there though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I ain't get the veal in there though. We got to put the veal in there. Russian. We can always share it to the page though. That definitely was Russian. Trying to get here, huh? Mm-hmm. What up, Miss Doyle?
Y'all?
How you doing? We in here. Phone that froze up on us, y'all. So got excuses. We a couple minutes late. Got a little technical difficulties.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Joint
sir.
froze up on us, man. We can't hide how y'all visualizing us be froze. Cause then y'all can't. Is that good? That too high?
Yeah, you got to tip it down.
Yeah, I think. Look at that. Just a little bit. Don't want to keep our heads in there.
Man.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. We here, man. We gonna get straight to it. Like I said, we had a couple technical difficulties, but we back in the building. Truth Be Told Radio.
Keeping it a buck.
Cause you know we don't give a fuck.
What's happening, people? How y'all doing this evening?
What's going on?
We doing what we do today, man. Just another Saturday like we always do at this time. Trying to keep it fun, entertaining, and energetic for y'all.
Yes.
You know, I am gonna say I'm still riding with Cat, but go Browns. Just because. Leave me alone. Don't judge me.
Slide over a little bit.
You know, y'all see I got on my
Dog pound shit.
I got on my dog pound shit. You know, but
I would talk shit about the Browns. I just don't feel like talking about boo right now.
hey man,
You know what I'm saying?
they're not actually boo boo right now. They're
Turdish.
fart.
They're turdish.
They're gaseous.
They're a fart with boo boo falling.
They're
closely-
gaseous.
They're a fart with boo boo falling closely behind.
They're possibly playoff contention right
Still
now.
shitty. Check this out though. Hey, listen, I want to take time real quick to thank the people last night that invited me out, man. As y'all know, I've been doing my
doubt.
stand-up thing, man. So I appreciate the people that invited me out last night. I was with Big Chevy. I was with Megan Hill. Megan Hill and Tsunami.
Word up.
Tsunami gave me a call, told me that I could come. They said that I could come through, man. You know, I went up there, had a good time, did my thing. And if y'all not doing nothing Wednesday, man, my man Sam having a little birthday thing at the Uptown Lounge, the Uptown, the Old Sky Lounge on there on East Market,
Okay.
y'all. And me and my homeboy T.R. King gonna do a little something up there. On
Shout out
Wednesday.
T King.
That's my homie T King. Love you, boy. But you know what I'm
Word
saying?
up.
You know, and I'm in the finals up at the Funny Stop, December 27th. So if y'all got time, man,
27th.
come fool with me, man. You know, I'm funny sometimes. You know, especially on days that end in Y. So
He's
you know,
doing his thing, man.
I just want to throw that out there. Conville Comedy, baby.
Conville Comedy is
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
launching off, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, glad that you at the forefront of it, man. Spearheading this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay humble, man. But I'm
doubt.
definitely appreciating all the love.
No doubt,
I
man.
definitely want to stay humble, but I do see bright lights in my future.
Most
And
definitely.
I'm gonna push for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like I said, I appreciate y'all that have been supporting me, been liking the video. Listen, y'all, go on I created a page called Tank with a C, spelled just like that.
Tank with a C.
Tank with a C. You got to put capital T on it though, and you got to put a capital C. So it'd be TANC, capital T with a C, and the C got to be capitalized. I need y'all to start following my fan page. You know what I'm saying? So I can build that up. So when y'all see things that I'm doing, you can find the events I'm gonna be at, and so like I said, I'm building a page. I'm not working with it, so just be patient with me. But I appreciate it. Everybody that's on my friend list. What's up, Adria?
What's going on?
Come check us. Come check me out. You know what I'm saying? Come like the page for me. Remember, Tank with a C. You gotta spot it up, spell it all out. Capital T, capital C.
Support local comedy, man.
Appreciate
So-
y'all. Now I done promoted myself. Let's get into the show.
Shameless plugs up in there. You know what I mean? So today, you know, we want to talk about a couple different things.
Yeah, we do.
We're gonna try and bounce through them, so y'all roll with us.
Pretty sure y'all read the topics.
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
So whose business is your business?
Whose business
You know,
is
man.
your business? That's a great question that a lot of y'all probably need to answer for yourselves, and some of y'all probably can't answer for yourself because y'all let everybody in your damn business, and then you complain when people in your
they in
damn
your
business.
You know.
You know what I mean?
We were looking at the current romantic drama that's going on between Offset and Cardi B. Offset of the Migos, and you know, female rapper Cardi B. For those of y'all that's too old to even know what the hell we talking about.
They know. They just
And yeah, they act like they don't know, but they know. And just looking at the whole scenario, I guess, of him supposedly being allegedly caught cheating with, I guess a fan. I was gonna say groupie, but I just said groupie. So, groupie, fan, and the back and forth with some of our hip hop celebrities creating a new campaign, trying to get this brother's relationship back together, and
Niggas can't campaign to get us together, but they can campaign to tell a nigga to get back with a woman. Damn.
Message.
Shit, I thought I was a comedian.
Shit. But so in light of it, man, it brought us the question, what are some of the side effects of putting your personal business and your relationship on front stage?
Chime in today, y'all. Last couple weeks, y'all ain't been chiming in, man. Like we like y'all to chime and talk that shit with us.
But factoring in the fact that we're talking about two celebrities, they're in the music scene, they're doing their thing.
Everybody in their business.
The kind of music they do is definitely not really necessarily geared up for relationships. And these are some of the things that come out. So we got to thinking deeper about it. I think sometimes I think people do that as well that aren't celebrities. They do the same thing in social media, or now that we have Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat, whatever else, everybody's
in everybody's business.
Everybody's got a voice to be heard. So, how you feel about that, man? Would you want your relationship as the hot gossip of the day or the hot topic of the day?
I live by the old school rules, man, of what happens in my house stays in my house. I live by those rules, man. If this is me and my woman, and we got something going on in our household, it's on me and my woman to take care of that. The problem for me is when you get to put all types of other inputs into your relationship, you're no longer having a relationship with you and that person. You're having a relationship with you and that person.
It's a polygamous relationship.
And that person's opinion and that person's opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You bring a lot of seasoning into your meal. And every seasoning ain't for your meal.
I get a little too spicy.
It can, or it can get a little bland. You know what I'm saying? So the thing, I guess I look at it like, and see, my issue with that is, with this, my biggest issue with it is this. You see situations where a man is with a woman or a woman is with a man, and they cussing each other all which way but loose. You understand what I'm saying? Talking bad about each other, putting each other on blast on social media, saying, you did this, I did this, well, I paid for this, I paid for that, well, there go your dirty drawers, there go your this, that. You know what I mean? And then you end up back with that person. Now, you done got all, and then everybody looking at y'all like, what was that even about? You see what I'm saying? Like, what was y'all even doing? What was the purpose of all that? So I just feel like, and then you got situations to where, like, say cheating is involved. And you cheat on your girl cheats on you, whichever way we go. Cause we're not gonna do the bullshit of just putting that just on one gender. Cause both of you motherfuckers get loose. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is,
both be on trash
all day. So the thing is, what I'm saying is though, with that being said, when you get to a situation where the cheating involved, you never know the dynamic of anybody's relationship or in and out. You only know what they tell you. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because you talk about somebody and then I'm walking down the street and I'm wondering why people looking at me like I'm crazy. Or she's walking around and people wonder why people looking at her like he crazy because shit that's been said. You see what I'm saying? So, but if you kept it in house, and then the thing, like I said, so what's going on with your relationship is say you cheat. You never know when someone says, I love you enough to give you another chance, or maybe a person says, what, I'm literally sorry because I made the wrong choice of stepping out. I didn't realize that my grass needed to be cultivated and it wasn't greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So when that happens and you bring all the other opinions in, and you dilute the whole dynamic of what a relationship is. A relationship is between two people. A relationship isn't between the people. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Like bruh said, like Genuine said, ain't none of your friends' business.
None.
Then you have I think, it's like folks become a little too important. And what I mean by that is, you think you're the only person ever in a relationship, or or you think you the only person that's ever been in a relationship with that person. Whatever, that people start seeking validation or trying to build some kind of public opinion about the everyday things that's going on in their relationship. You see it. Tons of tweets about the conversation you and your significant other just had, and it's like, okay, that's cute for y'all. I always got to talk like this. It's three sides to every story.
Better say
yours, hers, and the truth.
Better say it.
You know what I mean?
I know y'all done heard that before.
And I think people get so caught up in looking for that attention. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I don't have anything else going on, or the things that are going on aren't as interesting. So people feel compelled to have to share day-to-day, everyday living on Facebook. Like they say,
but if I need validation of my relationship from other people and what I should do in my relationship from other people, why am I even in the relationship?
Well, that's how most of the relationships start.
That don't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
They'll be like, girl, what you think about him? Should I talk to him? Or, yo, bro, what you think about her, man? I'm thinking about wifing that one. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but see,
why are you asking me?
But I mean, I don't mind that question being asked. Like, say me and you, say it's me and you, and I got a young lady that I'm really into, and I come to you and be like, hey, bro, man, I'm digging her, man. See, that's different because I'm talking to these people. This shit that they be doing, they're not putting good shit out. Everything that gets put out is negative. You see what I'm saying? So it's one thing to get, because if I know I love somebody, then me telling my boy, hey man, I'm thinking about wifing her. You know what I'm saying? Unless he know that she on some trash, or vice versa with a woman, then. But if it's just some like me talking, you see, I just feel like what people do is on the media, they look for validation in their negative things. Like when I'm mad at somebody or when I don't like what's going on, now I need people to agree with me to make it seem like my actions was right what I did. Well, your actions should have been between y'all two. And now if you looking for, and then the thing about this, broke people look for validation from what type of people? Broke people. You see what I'm saying? So how can somebody that don't even know how to keep a relationship or work their own damn relationship, or they got a rocky road relationship, how the hell they gonna tell me some shit? You saying? But that's but that's where people look for the validation from on Facebook and all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they're right. Negativity sells. It does. But that's the thing, though. It's just that's my issue with it. Like, why can't we talk about me? I'm about to marry my girl. Post that shit. Post we getting married. Post we do all this, man, and then this. I just don't. And even then, that ain't got to be posted because I have a problem with that. Everything in my relationship, social media ain't got to know. Y'all don't got to know we got married. Y'all gonna see that when she walking around the ring. We live in the same damn city. You know what I'm saying? Then you talk, what do we need to do that for? Only people that need to know, baby, is people. See, that's what I'm saying. But see, Facebook has made people feel like, in all social medias, people feel validated off what others see.
Yeah, if it's not on Facebook, it didn't happen.
And that's the problem with, and that killed. And to me, that killed. Now the communication of a relationship is not. You and I aren't communicating. Mm-hmm. We're communicating.
Right. And that's exactly the the kind of situations that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like Mrs. Al-Qadir said, you know what I'm saying, most women run their mouth just for attention. You know what I mean?
And that's coming from a woman, folks. So that ain't some shit we say.
Coming from mine, by the way. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
It's like then you get to that point to where you get everybody in your head. You know what I mean? Folks got their 2 cents about what you're dealing with.
Right.
Or you see the hypotheticals and you know them. You see the subliminal post.
Right.
Ladies, what would you do if your dude did this? Well, we know you talking about his ass.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we know he do that type of shit.
You know what I'm saying? or we done watched the last 55 posts about you and him.
Right.
So we know this hypothetical you referring to is them.
Your relationship status went from single to complicated. I mean, went from to complicated.
It's complicated.
We're not then to go to sing. Man, that shit's so huge. Like motherfuckers go crazy. You see? Oh, it's single now. You see? What? Man, that shit crazy.
So now let's flip it on the other side.
Complicated relationship means you fucking someone. You just you want to fuck other people. That's what complicated relationship means.
You want to have?
Come on, man.
You want to have 2 pieces of
That's
cake.
what I'm saying. You
I ain't
want
gonna say
your
have
cake-
your cake and eat it too. You're supposed to eat the cake.
You know what I'm saying?
You want 2 pieces of cake.
You want
That's
2 pieces of cake. From two different
different ovens.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man, with all that, man.
But then you get those situations like, okay, with the Offset Cardi B situation where you got, a lot of folk in the industry chiming in on bruh's behalf, hashtag take Offset back.
Take Offset.
It's like,
That's hilarious.
I mean,
hey, I just found out about that today, y'all.
How do you know he's that great? I mean, what is it?
Man, I wish somebody made a hashtag and let me hashtag let him get his job back when I lost it. I wish niggas would have did that.
I heard that.
I wish when I caught my case and they did the bullshit on my case and they said hashtag wrongful justice, some shit like that. That's right. Instant justice.
Let Tank go free.
I wish they did some shit like that for me. Y'all want to let niggas go free that did the shit. Said he free. Man, nigga, he was on the middle copy, shot that nigga dead in the face. Man, y'all talking about let my nigga free. No, nigga, apparently he didn't want to get free. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm not being, I'm dead serious. You know what I'm saying? But the point, but you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, come on, man. We petition, what's cracking, cuz? We petitioning for shit for another man to be in a relationship with his woman. Come on, man. And I know I'm not taking up for T.I. because T.I. you just spoke up about the black violence and all the other shit. All I'm saying is that's foolish. That's for attention, man. That's attention. That's all that is. Cause then when you get it back, you gonna make a song and you be sounding like your boy. You gonna be sounding like your boy. What's his name? Future. Never get your bitch back. Never get your bitch back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
come on, man.
I guess what I'm saying is when you get into that environment and you got other people, trying to tell you or trying to paint a picture as if your decision to either be with or not be with somebody needs to be influenced by people that's not even in the relationship. It's like, I mean, was you just with him? I mean, why? How you know he's so great, or how you know she's so great?
And that's a good point.
Was you just with him?
Right.
I mean,
so you was the fly on the wall, and all that. Was that what's going on?
Like, I think it's that thing. I feel like relationships have to have this thing called sanctity. Truth. You know what I mean? There has to be a part of it that is not for everybody.
You better say it.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
No matter
what I'm saying. That's we don't value our situation, our relationships. I don't think people value themselves enough to realize there's some things that are just for you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everything ain't for the book. You get to airing out folks' dirty laundry and things that
shouldn't be said
were said in the confidence of
pillow talk
of y'all two.
It was the pillow talk.
Yeah, and now you putting it out.
Come on, man.
To me,
come on.
It would make the next person, if your next suitor is seeing all this shit, they'll go, well, shit. If I fuck up with her,
that's what's going.
This what's gonna happen.
This is gonna happen.
I don't need them problems.
I don't need that. And then you know what's crazy about that too is what bothers me about that? When you talk shit about the person you was with, and you talk bad about like that, that makes you look stupid too. Cause like, damn, what's up with your judgment then? Right. Now, and see, this is the thing. That's why when you talk about somebody, when you say, man, my baby daddy ain't shit, or my baby mama ain't shit.
You had a kid.
Well, you had a kid with me, and you know what? They probably wasn't shit, and you might have had a slip up and got caught up in a situation. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but the fact of the matter is, when you get to putting these, now, don't get me wrong, some of y'all ain't shit. Let's just tell the truth. Some of the fathers ain't shit and some of the mothers ain't shit. We not about to take y'all off the shelf because you dirty motherfuckers staying up there. The point I'm making is that we don't always use that to try to put somebody else down. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, that doesn't make sense to me because it's like you can't look. If I'm sitting in a pile of doo-doo and I'm just like, ooh, boo, 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 boo. And then I stand up and somebody like, damn, Tank, you stink.
I'm clean.
But I'm mad. But I'm mad now. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work. Like, you can't do that, man. You know what you're sitting in. You know what you're doing. So what you do is you say, Let me just take apart my situation and realize what's best for this situation. Okay, yeah, I knew you weren't shit, but it was something about you that I thought I could change or that I thought that we could figure out. Now that I realized that I couldn't figure it out or change you, or that I allowed myself to be blinded by the things that you put in my face. You know what I'm saying?
But whose fault is that?
It's a word that begins with A, and I'm going to say accountability. And that should answer I just answered it a different way. You got to be accountability, meaning yourself. Pay attention to what the fuck you're doing.
Straight up.
And stop. And like
Stop Twitter fingering.
And like I always say, pay attention before you hit post. I'm telling you, man.
Stop Twitter
it
fingering.
needs to be something when you hit post that says, right when you hit post, there's something that says, shit's real. I'm going to keep saying it. It needs to be, a chime needs to come in that lets you know this shit's, once you hit this, shit's real. You know what I mean? You can't take it back. Even if you delete it, one person might have done seen it. You see what I'm saying? It's just too much.
Y'all right, because now you're talking about somebody's stats doing better than you spoke, and you can't be a part of the blessings and great things they got. I just said, okay. Yeah. And yeah.
In a sense,
I get that. You know, it's like, but at the same time, you know, they say life and death is in the tongue, man.
You better say
You know
it.
what I'm saying? And how people deal with situations under fire is a testament to their own character.
You better say
You know
it.
what I'm saying? You know, we've all been in all bad relationships,
Right.
but there still has to be a level of respect that goes into even the ending of that relationship.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to disrespect this person. I'm not going to speak bad. We're just choosing to go separate ways. Now, if that person divulges why or gives their viewpoint of why or whatever, that's on them. But I think, you know, people get to howling because they come from that hurt place.
Yep.
And, you know, speaking into the cyber world to try and get their feelings soothed. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
And to me, I'm like, that just shows a part of your own personal development.
But that's a hurt person.
But see,
You know what I'm saying? But when you hurt, you lash out. See, the thing is, pain. A lot of people don't know how to deal with pain.
But people take advantage of that, man.
No, they do.
People
They
sit
do.
back and they'll see that you're in a state of pain. Like I'm sure every woman is watching this right now can vouch for the fact of when they said they broke up and they was done with somebody, they inbox started doing numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Like you just said it right.
You know, hurt people.
Truth. Somebody like that right now. Somebody
real talk.
need to like. Everybody should like that because that's the real. That's basically what I'm saying. When you hurt, you be on some trash. You know what I'm saying? Then like you said, when you said like they get a validation of what they think happened with the relationship, and it's funny because you out the street, you hear some shit like that ain't why we broke up. Like I remember time.
Like, that ain't what it was.
I remember one time a chick told me that you was living with someone. I wasn't never living with this person. But now everybody looking at me like, oh, he was living with her. So now they whole pride instead of thinking, well, maybe this nigga, I ain't never lived with no woman. You know what I'm saying? So now you know what I'm saying? So you put things, when people be mad, I'm saying they put things out there that don't even make sense. So why even waste that energy when you start something that means that either you wasn't ready for that relationship to end, or you were just so hurt that you just felt like, you know what, since it didn't work out, I'm gonna talk this shit and talk this shit. Nah, man, it don't work like that. Let that shit go, move on. And people gonna hurt you, man. That's part of life.
That's real
You know what I'm
talk.
saying? And you got to learn how much hurt you willing to deal with and what you ain't gonna deal with. And the hardest thing, sometimes the hardest thing to do is to walk away because the sacrifice is always hard. You know what I'm saying? It always is. It's what it is.
And that's real, Demetrius, because what happens is everybody that's involved in your circle doesn't have your best interest in mind.
Some people don't like that you doing good.
They waiting on the car wreck.
And that's why it don't make sense to tell people your business, because like I said, you telling a person, and like I said, who do the most times they talk to? They talk to people that ain't even in good relationships. So that person's not gonna give you know what that person's saying? Shit, bitch, come be single just like me. Hey, nigga, come be fucked up just like me. That's what they doing.
Y'all out here women out here reading Think Like a Man from Steve Harvey. Meanwhile, this Negro's on his 5th marriage. I mean,
I'm just saying.
You know, it's like,
But I guess he had to get it right because I was thinking I fucked that one up too. You know, so you know what I'm saying.
Survey says.
You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying. And that's fact, and that's funny as hell. But I always thought that too. But I'm gonna let that go. You know, because it's funny. You covered that great. That was funny. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny to me, man. Like people got to understand. Like everybody, you got to just talk to the point. The point we making to y'all is this. Keep folks out your shit.
No doubt.
That's the main thing. Understand some things are just meant for you and your spouse. Whatever your spouse is, whatever gender your spouse is, however you want to do what you do, that's your business. But your business is your business. Even in your friendships, your business is your business. This stuff me and this man talk about, you motherfuckers will never know. I'm taking that shit to the grave. You know what I'm saying? Because if someone takes the time to confide something in you, or y'all are in a tradition to where certain things transpire with y'all, you're supposed to be the person that says, hey, come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be the person that be like, hey, look what this nigga did. Hey, look what he did. This dumbass. Look what this. And that's what people do. Because they want, I'm the smarter one. I'm the one who's taking, nah, man, come on, man. That ain't.
You know?
That ain't how that work, man.
So.
Hey, look, man, I don't know how you do this shit, man. Like, you try to tap people in. I don't know how to send a request thing, because we've been trying to figure out how to get people on the live with it, because we know we can put.
You know
live
what?
and talk.
I missed it. She sent one earlier. She got to try it again.
Send it again. Yeah, send that again.
You know.
It's easy to vent when people hurt, even before they can think. That's right. That's good. I like that, cuz. He said social media outlets make it easy to vent when people hurt, even before they can think. And
right.
You're right. Because you mad at somebody. Man, fuck him, fuck her. But you thought about it like, oh, I was just mad. I shouldn't have put that on there. Now you to change your thing to single. Now everybody and their mom in your inbox. And now you got another argument with man, come on, man.
And the damage is done.
And the damage is done, man.
So, I think what folks should do is listen to some of them R&B songs and take some lessons.
That's what they should do.
Well,
oh yeah, you think you're lonely now.
Which brings us to another topic.
Oh yeah.
Brings us to another topic.
Yeah, it does. We know y'all done heard about this. Excuse me.
Recently, R&B rising star Jacquees took to Twitter and Instagram, proclaiming himself as the king of R&B
of this generation, y'all.
And it created a firestorm from a lot of crooners and veterans throughout the industry. From the likes of R. Kelly to Chris Brown to Tory Lanez to
everybody,
to even Diddy jumped in and chimed in on this whole thing.
Diddy, but did he say it ain't no R&B being made?
Ain't no R&B being made. So we just want to take a poll. Like, when y'all think of the king of R&B,
Shane, what up?
Now
y'all got to chime in here.
Tap in with
y'all got to talk trash on this.
Talk back. Who come to y'all mind when y'all think of the best to ever do it?
The kings of R&B.
For R&B, you know what I mean?
Now we heard what Wendy Williams said.
Oh man,
she said Michael Jackson was the king of R&B.
Wait,
and that blew my wig off.
That hurt my feelings.
But
no diss to MJ, but Michael was not the king of R&B.
He was the king.
He never ran for that crown.
No.
Mike became the king of pop. And now with songs like "Lady in My Life," I think if Mike wanted to,
he could have told us.
Oh, he could have killed.
Mike could do what he wanted to do.
Mike could have killed.
Do what he wanted to do.
He could have killed.
We're not even gonna argue that. Mike could do what he wanted to do. But we just thought that was funny when she said that.
I want to rock with you. Them
then
songs.
She said somebody else, a woman too. She said.
Who was that? She said. Diana Ross.
Yeah, she said Diana.
She was the queen of disco.
She said she was the queen of R&B.
She was the queen of disco. Wendy Williams really just showed either her lack of musical knowledge or her age.
It's just them testosterone pills. They should be fucking with you.
Oh, they be fucking her up. Yeah. She look like a man. She look like a man.
Man. But king of R&B, unfortunately, you got to at least mention crazy ass R. Kelly.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
I'm going to piss on you. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
I'm going to piss on you.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to drive away. But I'm going to piss on you. That's what he gonna do.
I don't see nothing wrong
with a little shit and poop.
But real spit, you know what I'm saying? Kel's
classics.
I'm saying from 90s
classic
all the way to the early 2000s.
When he was with public announcement, he was slaying it. I mean, he definitely got. But the thing is though, see, that's one of those things when you good, but you got an asterisk.
Side note,
you got a little asterisk by your shit. Side
note,
but this is my thing when it comes to him with that point. To stay on with him, I don't have a problem with the young man feeling like he's the best of this generation because the young man actually does have decent. I've heard a couple of his songs. I kind of think they groove, and I don't have a problem with you saying, I'm the best. Like, because I use myself for example. I want to be, if not the funniest, but mentioned in the conversation as one of the funniest niggas in Ohio. I would love for that. I would love for that.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to say after 5 shows, you're not going to catch me on that. Man, I'm the funniest dude here. Yeah, that would be. Now, I might feel I'm funny as hell. I might even feel like but I wouldn't even I wouldn't even disrespect the people before me. You see what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with feeling strong about yourself.
Nothing
but
wrong with
you
being
have to
confident.
be. I think your verbiage has to be succinct. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't be you can't put because anytime you think you're the best, you're leaving. Somebody gonna be on your ass.
Somebody gonna call you on
They
it.
gonna call you on it. So it's a way you say it. I think he could have said, "I feel like I'm one of the better R&B guys of this time." I could have read with that. But when you say you the king,
Here's my thing with that.
crown, cuz
Here's my thing with that. All right. There's such thing as going for the crown. There's such thing as putting yourself in the runnings.
Mm-hmm.
There's such thing as grinding to get the recognition.
better say it.
Now, in hip hop, I'm a spitter, so there's a certain in that environment. There's a certain culture that comes along with confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No rapper will ever, especially one that's in his grind, will ever say that they are anything less than the best. Right.
Then he said you
Then
gotta sing somebody's draws
Now,
off. You better
now don't
say
get me. Hey, now he might have
But
sung somebody's draws
I'm about to say,
off.
bro, he probably done sang some draws off now.
Now-
you know what I'm saying? Because he, you know what I'm saying? They
You
do
know,
like him.
my thing is,
He might not have been able to woo woo woo, but
you gotta earn that title, man.
Truth.
You have to have a body of work that speaks for itself.
right.
And
Right.
until then, you just selling wolf tickets.
And you keep that, that's why I say you got to be careful with what you say.
And-
it's nothing wrong with having the confidence.
But see-
Because prime example, when me and you done went to remember when they had the little the rapping thing up there at on the north side we used to go to. You know what I'm talking about? We used to battle this. You know what I'm
At
talking
the
about? Voodoo, yeah. We used to go to the Voodoo and shit, and he used to be doing his thing, going up there doing the freestyle thing on the mic. One time we went, it was him and the one white dude. Remember the one white dude?
Jazz.
The one you were battling?
Yeah.
Okay. Now they went on stage.
Okay.
Just a quick little take what I'm saying. But dang, he went up there, did his thing. Now I'm looking at it and I'm looking like, cuz did his thing. But dude had the hypeness.
He took the crowd.
So
took the
therefore
crowd.
now his lyrics wasn't better. So now in his mind he's saying, and at that time, dude thought he was the shit at me
Right.
for a minute. He thought he was the best.
Right. Crazy Cracker Jazz.
Yeah, he thought he was the best battle rapper up here for a second.
I think he go by Jazz Nasty now.
Some people didn't agree with that, but his thought was he was.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's okay to feel like that if you showing and you winning and you beating people, but if you not winning and you not beating people, you got to shut the hell up. Or if
It's just an opinion.
and then not only that is if your career doesn't even go the same path as where my career, which speaking of you, your career went further. Then it's like, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to be careful. And I bring that as an example. And I know, like, you were, in my opinion, I'm not just because you're my boy. I feel like yours was better, but I understood how that played out.
He won the crowd.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it was weird because it's like now, oh damn, he better than him. He better than him. Now people think he better than Rock. He better than Rock. No, he not better than Rock.
He got out that night.
But I'm saying, so dude got a couple good songs, people liking him. So he's saying,
He got out
hey,
that night.
I'm the best. No, you just got a couple good songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say you got to be careful with how you do. Just because you're doing good for a second, what you do is you got to humble yourself and appreciate the fact that, damn, I'm here.
Right.
Damn, I have I'll use myself for example. I've got decent compliments and I've gotten decent feedback from doing my comedy. Bro, that shit humbles me. That don't make me feel like, shit, I got this, I always had this.
Right.
That's not what that do to me.
But see, you gotta look at these at this new age, these millennial kids, all right, as I'm gonna call them. They come from an aspect of that's
like
real
that.
talk. You
I
know,
like
want to be
that.
so good at number one is nervous. That's when you know you're doing something.
I like that.
But
Good one, Pops.
you know, these millennials, man, they come from a place where where we see the concept of things like respect and recognition,
And the grind.
they want things a little more instantaneous. You know what I'm saying? They want it right now. Like,
Microwave, what we call it? Microwave society.
you know, and I think they thrive they live and die by their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm the best because I said I'm the best. You don't have a single #1 Billboard hit, but
But Instagram, but look at Instagram. Look what I'm doing on
I
the gram.
feel like I'm the best.
Look what I'm doing
Okay,
on
so you know, I don't think it's fair to be able to want to seek that kind of recognition and not be held to some degree of accountability
Yeah.
for it. I feel like you ain't got to be trash or be called trash, but we can't necessarily say you the best. You just say, okay, you ain't trash. And for real,
And what's wrong with being up and coming?
for real, you got some things, you know, brother got some things kind of suspect, you know, you still need to work on your vocal coaching. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm hearing some off notes in some songs. I'm hearing, you know, a lot of auto tune in.
When they put this shit, when they put this shit with him, they had him singing on his thing, and they put Miguel next to him, and Miguel dogged that shit.
He murdered it.
Miguel dogged
Did,
that
Ribbon
shit.
in the Sky.
Man, and then the shit that he go and do it right side by side. You could now he didn't sound bad, but you could see where the improvement could have been made, like you said. So this is why I'm saying you have to appreciate, and to piggyback what you're saying, the younger generation, y'all got to appreciate the grind. Y'all got to appreciate the hustle. Y'all got to appreciate the work that has to be put in. And see, no one. And I think where people misunderstand what we're saying is, I don't have a problem with the fact that you guys now have media outlets that blow you up quicker than it did back in the days. I don't have a problem with that.
It's blowing up.
I don't have, but see, I don't have an issue for that because I'm like, get your money, young man. So I don't have an issue with that. My problem comes in when you don't respect the fact that, hey man, now you here because of this. If you didn't have this, you wouldn't be where you was at. Now that's not your fault.
Right.
But don't sit up there and act like you're better than someone that had to do more than you to get to where you at.
You got to give
You see what I'm
respect
saying?
where credit
You
is
got to
due.
get and see, and what you do is you learn from those people, and you get understanding from those people. And see, now that you had this platform that you got, just think about it like this: you got this platform like this to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you go up under someone's wing that's actually there to nurture you and listen to you, do you see how tailored you can be and get your shit out? The bigger you get, the more and more you're humble. I feel you'll get more people than you get if you're not humble, because then as many people see you being humble is the same amount of people seeing you being a dick.
I was gonna say, I think a good move for him would be to put out an album with Chris Brown,
Truth.
Usher,
Truth.
Miguel. You know,
Niggas that got go.
do an album and showcase all these guys on a ballot as an act of generosity. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing love. I'm putting who are the guys at the top of the game in my project and showing, you know,
I
love.
hold my own.
And
Yeah.
and even if not holding his own, showing that, okay, I'm paying homage.
I'm paying homage.
And
Right.
that would catapult
Exactly.
That would catapult his credibility even further. You'd be the first artist to get all these guys on one album. That would be something.
But see, you said something earlier that I see when it comes to that auto tune and shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is another reason why I kind of be having a problem with these young boys. See, they sang back in the day.
Right.
They sang them songs.
If that note was off, it was off.
They sang them.
You couldn't fix it.
They didn't sing them, y'all. They sang them.
couldn't
songs.
fix it.
You feel what I'm saying? Nowadays, y'all just whistle a little bit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Nothing to hate, not to say y'all no time, but it's so much to get done, tweaked in the voices, and so much put on that.
Everything's
shit.
in falsetto.
It's what I'm saying, man. And with that being said, once again, y'all misinterpret, the younger generation misinterprets that we're not saying we don't like what you're doing. We're not saying that you're not trying. We're saying you don't really understand the value. You don't really understand what it goes. You don't understand what
Right.
these strength coaches, and they both learn going to get vocal cords, having to be in front of the crowd, rocking the crowd. You don't have nobody out. That's why when you see these niggas in shows, and
It's
they get to
garbage.
talk, and they get to talking, they let their music do a lot of this shit instead of them doing it. Back in when we growing up, no, the music just played. It wasn't no voices.
Right.
If it was voices in the back, because it was backup singers.
Now,
You understand what I'm saying?
Now, don't
See,
get
to
me
me,
wrong.
that's a difference.
There was a couple There were a couple.
No, I understand, but I'm talking about. I'm
Yo,
talking about as a whole.
I'm sorry. Keith Sweat could not do a live show to save his life.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as a whole. We gonna. But I'm saying Keith Sweat may not do the live shows there, but Keith Sweat.
He sung the draws
you
off, though.
Say it. You know, I don't mind.
But
that's what he said.
he sung the draws
That's what he
off.
said when he grabbed them checks.
Hey.
I don't mind.
Hey, them draws came off lopsided. In the motherfucker, but they came off.
I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody but me.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you. The nigga sound like a sheep. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is
but
what it
that
is.
shit went.
He got away with it.
But this is the thing. That's what I'm saying. The garbage people of our times
We're still
were
better.
still better than
Yeah.
the best
We're
people
still
of our
better,
times.
right.
And I'm not calling Keith Sweat garbage, so that's not what I'm saying. I don't mind. But I'm,
Shit. They selling his albums on Time Life. They selling his albums on Time
that
Magazine.
nigga funny though, man.
But we
that nigga had an S curl for 50 years. He still got the S curl kid. He still got the little blue thing in his room. He said, "Shit."
But you know, I think
Hey,
we'll,
my dad to leave his boy alone.
Leave him alone. So
Who do we think is the king of R&B? You gonna put a nigga on the spot? That's
All
why.
right.
That's why we
Nah, I
love
love
you,
that.
Phil.
you know,
Who do I think is the king of R&B? I don't know if I have a king because I got you know how they got the kings of comedy.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got a few guys. Because you know what I'm saying. Gerald Levert was that dude. You know what I'm saying?
There'll never be another. You know what I'm saying?
Gerald Levert was that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? You got. I mean,
Now, okay, me personally, all right. As far as bodies of work, and I'm going by body of work, depth of range, and success. I'm gonna bring that into a degree. I'll say
total package.
Of the era,
Okay.
of the era that I came up in, begrudgingly because of his personal dilemmas, I gotta give it to Kells. Now, overall, we'll say from eras, and this is me, you know.
Say Kills. You like Kills? You think Kills had better range than fucking my man Luther?
When I mean range, I'm not saying just vocal range. I'm saying depth of songs. This dude did a movie, an opera movie, all right? Did Trapped in the Closet was a, 4 or 5 part ballad of a story. Now, I can't think of anyone that touched that. I can't think of anyone else that could have got that off. Because of that, I'm saying in my generation, Luther is my generation, but Luther,
I get it.
Luther was kind of
The king though.
now overall.
So you going with okay, but
Now,
but
overall-
see, you put a lot of shit on that when you made it because you say body of work. This is
Yeah.
I'm speaking solely on singing.
Okay.
Solely on singing, who you think the best? Because R. Kelly is not the best solely on singing. He's not. Because I done heard R. Kelly sounding like shit before. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he's singing doing his thing, he's saying,
See,
stretching,
like my wife said, Luther was a different era. Luther was our parents' era, and we were tagged along to witness.
But we talking about, but we still saying king. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go Marvin Gaye.
He was still.
I'm
part
gonna
of
go Marvin
us.
Gaye.
He was still part of us. Luther was still a part of us, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you say era, I mean shit. We was fucking shit. We 40. Luther was definitely we definitely heard that Luther growing up. That was part of our. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like
I wasn't practicing making no kids to Luther. That's just
No, I understand. But Pat played Luther. Pat played Luther.
Look,
I'm saying you heard it in the house.
I didn't say I didn't hear it. In the house.
That's what I'm saying. So I think if we hearing it, you know, what I'm saying, I think Luther was closer to our era than not. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
You know,
Hey, and that's cool.
You know, I
Yeah.
think he kind of is.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
I don't
cool.
think he.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
No, diss to
No,
Luther.
I don't. I know you're not this.
But if that's the case, then you got to throw in Freddie Jackson.
No, I don't think that.
Because
I don't think that
Luther sounded like Freddie Jackson.
I'm saying, I don't think he can sing. I don't think R. Kelly sings better than no guys. R. Kelly don't sing better than Johnny Gill. R. Kelly don't sing better than
But
what's the dude's name?
But R. Kelly writes way more in depth. See, that's another thing you got to factor in. These dudes, a lot of these vocalists, they were just vocalists. R. Kelly wrote his own shit. R. Kelly made his own his own concepts. Now, and pretty much almost solely himself.
Okay, but he did. Okay, but
So-
but he did that shit. But okay, and I'm not knocking R. Kelly. I like Kills, but I mean, I don't know, man. I just can't.
I gotta agree with you, Antoine. You're right, Ma. Freddie copied Luther, but like Antoine said, R. Kelly's body of work, especially for the genre of what we call R&B, I think. Now, Luther was a dope ass balladeer. Luther did.
But see, we speaking. I'm speaking solely on vocals.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Not, see, you speaking. We talking two different things now.
Okay.
I'm speaking. I'm putting this based solely on vocals. I ain't talking about all that extra shit. Cause all that. I mean, I'm just saying solely on singing. Now we talk. If we throw body work in, this is okay. Well, all right. The piss man gets it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
Piss Man.
yes, his name, the
The
piss,
Piss
man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It is what it is. But
some P.E.P. some
P.E.P. King of R&B.
You remind me of my P.
You should have said you remind me of my urinal. I don't know, man. Oh, they Howard Hewitt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? See, you throwing. See what I'm saying? So I guess, like I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. This question here, is all left for personal opinion.
It is.
It boils down to personal
It is.
opinion.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? And see, just like, I look at it only solely on vocals. If you want to look at it in different aspects, if you want, and those aspects you look at, I'm not saying those wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because
Fuck it. Bobby Brown was the king of R&B.
every little step I take, this cold combo sniffing.
Hey, we gonna have to leave. We gonna have to leave it there. We got to get serious
We got
with
more-
y'all for a second. Oh,
He said sing and sang way better than those cats. Kells.
Hey.
Kells I'm not saying he can't sing, bruh. But bruh, Kells ain't. He can sing now. Kells he can go. But Kells, I done heard Kells sketchy retchy before, man. He done definitely.
I mean, even Jordan shot a brick.
You know what I'm saying? Well, George shot the
But
some of them dudes, I ain't heard no sketchy shit to them. That's just me. I ain't heard. I'm not saying they not out there. I wouldn't say that, but I ain't heard them.
all right. So on another note, we've been following the case or the trial or the parole situation for 27-year-old Centoya Brown, who was a 16-year-old child prostitute that had been convicted of first-degree murder in Tennessee for murdering her
Trick.
Her trick. I'm trying to think of a better word.
Trick.
But shooting him while he was in his bed, and was subsequently sentenced to a life sentence without parole eligibility until she was 69 years old.
34 more years.
In 2004, she shot and killed Johnny Michael Allen, who was soliciting her for sex after being put out on the stroll by her pimp, who went by the name of Cutthroat. As the story goes, she had been taken to Allen's home, and while she was there, conversation had been struck up about him carrying or owning several firearms and being a marksman or a sharpshooter. And apparently, as her testimony goes, during that evening, she had became frightened for her safety and
Killed him.
shot him while he was laying in the bed. It's disputed as to whether or not he was asleep or awake. Her testimony states that she thought that he was rolled over to reach for a firearm. She had stole his vehicle, and I guess taken the guns as well. Returned to Cutthroat at the hotel.
Name, man.
I know. I want to say Slickback, but
Every time I hear that nigga, man.
arrived to the at a pimp's hotel, told him the situation. Later took the vehicle back, dropped it off at a Walmart, and called 911 to report the homicide. So
See, she killed someone before too.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that
I would be much appreciative if you put the link to that information.
Hell, Nicole, help us
Nicole
out,
Moore,
baby.
yeah.
Nicole.
As the story was told, she was, or John Allen was a real estate agent who was also a youth minister who happened to also be soliciting a minor for sex. But in 6 hours of the jury deliberating, they decided to convict her of first-degree murder, and she was sentenced to, a life sentence. Many in social media, including from the likes of Rihanna to even Kim Kardashian, have been trying to bring this story to light and bring the extreme sentence down. She recently applied for parole and was denied parole. Right now, Tennessee's governor is considering clemency after the Supreme Court had sent down her parole and denied her parole. There's a lot of things in this story that are left up to question. There's a lot of things that can fall on either side of people's public opinion. However, my viewpoint is that, as they had cited in a Supreme Court ruling, that the sentencing of a life sentence to a minor is rare, cruel, and unusual. So again, please send us a link. I didn't find that information.
Did she kill 2 people?
That would be real helpful to just to gain insight. But
Definitely a wake up call for
Yeah.
her ass.
I guess my thing is life sentence. Me myself, I feel like there may be some validity to her state of mind being altered. Surely the life of a teenage prostitute is not the same view of sanity or logic. In light of the whole Me Too movement and people's rallying behind women who are victims of sexual crimes, I think the sentence could be lightened. Not saying exonerated, but definitely at least lightened due to some of the things that went on. So that's just my view,
I mean, I look at it like this. Like I always say, anytime we talk about situations like this, to a degree, I should say, because this is a little somewhat different, but some of the same. When you put yourself out there, and you out there getting it in, and you out in these streets, and you rolling with them punches, you subject to whatever the fuck happens to you. And a lot of times, shit that happens to you don't be right. A lot of times, things that the way that things play off and the way the chips fall, they be real screwed up. But when you out in these streets, man, and you living that life, especially when you doing it, and you a prostitute with a pimp named Cutthroat. If you a prostitute with a pimp named Cutthroat, it's hard for me to say you don't know the hell you don't know the hell going on, or like my mind's been altered and all this other shit. Now, I'm not gonna throw it out the window and say that it's not possible. But I just feel like you know what you into. Now, and when we was looking up, because they were saying how she shot him because she thought that it was he was reaching for a gun or whatever. And then, but kind of find out the 2 guns was still in the case and shit when she took them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, you shot this joker and then you bounced and you took the pistols. In my opinion, if you messed up mentally or anything like that, you gonna pop his ass, and if you get the fuck out of here, why would you take them guns? What you do? You was cognizant enough to think, damn, take these guns. I don't know. And like I say, it's different trauma and people go through different shit. Now, do I feel I feel like the reason why her sentence is what it is for 2 reasons. Number one, you can't be shooting white people in the bed. Number one. You can't be even if they are tricking out, you can't be shooting white people in the bed. You know what I'm saying? When they land there, number one. Number two, you out here.
Can you shoot him standing up?
No, I mean you can't be you just can't be shooting white people like that, man. If you out here in the game like that, you do some shit, man. You can't be shooting white people, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna happen to you. So and we all know the second.
Yeah,
I'm saying
ain't no mystery.
The second thing I'm saying is we already know when our skin tone gets caught up in a situation, regardless of what it is, the law it's no such thing as mercy. You understand what I'm saying? So could the sentence have been a little less stiff? Okay, yeah, it could have been. You know what I mean? But being that we just found out you got a Dub Mac on your hand, we thought you just killed one person. You got a Dub Mac on her hand. Now I'm looking like I see why your ass got an L. If you done killed two people, you see what I'm saying? Your mind state gonna be on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you had to be on some other shit. So like I say, like I can kind of understand when people say, because I remember you was telling me earlier certain things they didn't bring into the case. So I can kind of maybe understand that a little bit, and I get that. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to sound like a buzzkill or a person that just against shit. But I just feel like, it's just even speaking personally for myself, I've been in situations with the law where I got railroaded on some foolishness, but because I was out in that situation, it kind of I put myself in a situation where now I'm allowing the jaws to clamp down on me. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know, man. I think you get to it. I think you kind of know what's going on.
Here's my thing about that. And I'm definitely not in disagreement with it. But in the court of law, when you're talking about a minor, now, yeah, we all know in our sphere of life, we know, okay, hey, well, you know, you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Truth.
We get that. But in the court of law, if Cyntoia had been a 16-year-old white girl, the same standards of willingness and accountability that we place on black youth is not the same that gets placed on white youth. Her being a minor, they would have said that her viewpoint or her cognitive ability to make right and wrong decisions, she's not old enough or of age to be able to make a sound decision under those circumstances. Now, I'm not saying that the girl didn't know that she off somebody. And you're right, Nicole. She got a Lifetime movie.
Lifetime movie. Hilarious. Somebody like that.
So my point is,
I think we can.
Yeah, well,
I like that.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. You getting a laugh for that. That was hilarious.
My point is that under those same standards and under those same guidelines that's perceived as so-called justice for all, her sentence deserves to at least be lightened. But
if you kill two people, why need to be lightened?
Well, with all due respect to Ms. Moore here, I don't know that to be a fact.
But even if she killed one person, like I said, I understand what you're saying. But you killed somebody and they was in the bed and it wasn't a threat to you.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. If the person is not a threat to you, and you kill them because you thought they was a threat, well, you thought wrong, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you should have. You know what I mean? This is what it is. Now, like I said, I'm not taking nothing from what she done been through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that
she was also classified by the counselors when she was arrested. That when they took her into custody, they took her to a mental institution. The counselors had deduced that she suffered from multiple personality disorder.
Okay.
And because of her being a minor, they couldn't diagnose it.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is,
they couldn't diagnose it because she was a minor.
For whatever that's what the information read. Because of, and it was in the court transcripts, that due to her being a minor, that she they couldn't officially diagnose her with that at that time. But the thing is, knowing right from wrong is one thing. Also considering what circumstances, being constantly under drugs, constantly placed into sex trafficking, constantly placed into a, we'll say Stockholm syndrome type of situation, as far as
You be all right, Nicole.
as far as a pimp prostitute relationship, you can't, beyond a shadow of a doubt, say that her view of herself and view of life and life situations were realistic. Now, I'm not saying let me finish my piece. I'm not saying that that's a reason for her to not do time. I'm saying that the Supreme Court standard rarely has ever sentenced a life sentence to a minor. And because of the circumstances, she deserves at least a new trial or a different sentence. That's what I'm saying.
Man, look. It also said that she was in juvenile throughout when she was a kid. So she was bad as hell already before she even went to the pimp.
Do we know how that happened?
I mean, regardless of how we know how we have it.
Well, I mean, you're bringing it up to condemn her.
But hold on. I'm bringing it up to condemn her, nigga? That's what the fuck I'm doing? No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm bringing, just like you brought that shit up, I'm gonna bring it up my point. I ain't condemning shit. What I'm saying is, she already had a troubled past anyway. I just can't sit up here and say, we don't know what our mind.
Like
we can't know what. Well, I'm not finished, so you're off. What I'm saying is, we can't sit up here and say that we don't know her mind state. She knows that she with a pimp. That what mind state do I gotta be in to know that I'm with a pimp? We know you with a nigga named Cutthroat. You know y'all not doing right, bro. Come on, man. We're not doing that. Y'all was doing wrong. And Cutthroat, trust me, they done ran some tricks and some licks on somebody and robbed some people. But you notice that, come on, man, we're not gonna eliminate all that shit. What happened was you done got caught up in that life. And when you get caught up in that life and you get caught up in doing shit you ain't got no business doing, you talk yourself into believing that this is what I gotta do.
Or you get talked into believing.
Okay, well, but at the same time, listen, man, you can get talked to when you know right from wrong. You know.
By the court of law, they don't call that for a minor.
Bruh,
in the court of law,
that's not true because they bond people over all the time. What are you talking about? They do that. And we not. But the fact of the matter is, that's a bunch of bullshit. We know damn well if your ass out in these streets and you are acting a fool, we not going. I'm sorry, your parents name Cutthroat. You know what the fuck you was doing.
So she got to do like
no, bro. She may not deserve life. Okay, well, we can just for the sake of argument. Okay, maybe she don't deserve life. Okay, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you shot somebody who was laying in the bed because you felt they was gonna do something. You've been living this life all your life. You know what you've been into. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, for me, what fucks it up for me is the fact that you shot somebody and you took the guns and you left. That's what fucks this whole case up. So all that mind state shit, she got multiple personalities. What Susan said, pick up the guns, and then Alexa said, work. You see what I'm saying? It to me, man. Like I said, I'm not saying.
I agree. Environment plays a part.
Environment plays a part, but that ain't got shit to do with you knowing right from wrong. That's bullshit. We can't do that, man. We can't take away the fact that you know right from wrong.
If she was grown, I would look at it different.
Bro, so what you telling me a 16-year-old don't know what prostitution is?
I didn't say they didn't know what prostitution is. That's not what I said.
That's right, that's wrong.
That's not what I said.
I said right, they know right from wrong. So I'm using it as an example. Prostitution is wrong. It's against the law, so it's wrong. Killing somebody is against the law, so it's wrong. Doing that she knew she, come on, like I said, the girl been in and out the streets. So therefore her mentality is of the streets. So being that however she got to the streets, her mentality is of the streets. So when you have a mentality of the streets, you're the way you, and especially if you got multiple personalities, if you got the mentality of the street and you got multiple gangsters in your head, come on, man.
Does that sound like a sound mind?
Man, I'm just a sound mind. So what you're saying is because she in a sound mind, she knew, bro, she was sound minded known to run.
I didn't say again.
I can't rock.
I didn't say she didn't deserve a punishment.
But
I'm saying
you saying she didn't deserve life. Okay, that's cool. But she don't deserve life. She like I said, if it's true what Nicole said about is 2 people being killed, you still gonna say she don't deserve life?
I can't speak on what I don't know.
No. That's not what. That's a very easy question, brother. You can't. Okay. I said if it finds out, this is an easy question. If it finds out that what Nicole said is true, that she killed 2 people, does she deserve a life sentence then?
I'm gonna look it up. And if
he can't just answer the damn question.
Can you let me answer?
Look it up, nigga.
Can you let me answer?
Ah, man.
It's truth be told.
No, you're not keeping it real.
I can't speculate. But what I'm saying is that if it is that's what happened, and I haven't found it anywhere, but I'm gonna look for it. If it is, then that has to put in a different case too. But then my question is this: if it's a fact that she killed 2 people, where's that trial? Where's that conviction? Hey, Nicole, I'm gonna look it up.
Oh man, listen.
I'm gonna look it up.
And you are, Clay, you're right. You are considered an adult at 18. But if you shoot somebody and kill them at 16 and they white, come on, man. This is what I'm saying. Listen, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm not knocking none of that shit. And maybe I'm too stern on this shit because of what I've been through or whatever. When you dance with the devil, you burn your feet. It's that motherfucking simple, man. All that, she got PTSD, pimp traumatic syndrome, all that. Listen,
Who?
man, pimp traumatic syndrome, all the other shit.
Pimp traumatic sex syndrome.
The point I'm making is, man, nah, man, it's I don't know, man. I just feel like that in certain situations, I just like she had been through too much and she'd have seen too much that she know what type of lifestyle she was into. That's all I'm saying. It ain't like she was 12, 13 and this girl was a 16-year-old girl who was leaving on her own to go do shit. At 16, nigga, I knew right from wrong. I knew when I walked out that door what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. Most people do. Even people with we know niggas that had mental problems. When we was growing up, them niggas knew what the hell they was doing. You know what I'm saying? And like the example I made to you earlier, if that's the case, then what about the young boys they're getting gangs young and they 16, 15, 16, and they get life sentences for killing people?
Now,
why do they get those? Because they killing somebody and they're young. So they bond them over to grown people because they like, you are killing
That's
shit.
because they're labeled as super predators.
I'm saying, but okay, they still considered criminals.
Oh,
because
no.
she's a criminal because she's considered a prostitute with a pimp called Cutthroat.
What
So
I'm saying is this. I don't want it to be confused.
She was a runaway. Who knows?
Who knows what she was running from? Again, this is my viewpoint. I'm not saying that because she had mental conditions that she should not be punished for her actions. What I'm saying is that because she was a minor who was, by all standards of the law, I've never seen a child prostitution case where they said, well, the hoe knew what she was doing. So,
but that's different, bro.
Hold on.
That's different.
What my point? I didn't get what I'm.
But you said child prostitution case.
I'm trying to the mitigating circumstances surrounding this situation. Yes, you can. You're right. You can be emancipated and whatnot as an adult. But through in that process, they also have to see you as fit. You know, being able to hold a job, being able to do all those things. So what I'm saying is that because of some of those circumstances that are involved in this particular trial, in this particular case, it's worthy of at least either a retrial or a resentencing. That's I'm not the only person that sees it that way. And you're not the only person that sees it your way. I'm just saying that if it was a 16-year-old white girl under the same circumstances,
man, but that shit,
it would be
but
different.
I mean, that shit, to me, that's so what? And the only reason I say that, but we know this. That ain't something that's something we know. The fact of the matter, listen, man, everybody, if you don't know by now that we all ain't judged by the same standards, then what the fuck is you out here doing?
Well, hopefully trying to change that.
That, bro, first off, we and I both know that's not going to change in our lifetime. Not the law standards. That's just how it is right now. So the fact of the matter is, since we know that's how it is right now, when you out here in some shit, you can't use all this extra shit to try to make your excuse for why you was in some shit. I'm sorry. You 16, like I said, I understand that I don't think it's right that they gave, especially if some of the situations like somebody said they left out. What you said, they left out some testimony or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that the victim had allegedly raped another minor prior to that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's things that they say, but like I said, but the fact of the matter is, I don't think those got nothing to do with the murder.
No, I mean,
because you know what I'm saying, she's this ain't got shit to do about child pornography. This is about a murder. She killed somebody. So that child pornography, all that shit's out the window. That shit don't mean nothing because once you popped. They don't give a fuck about that. Now so to say, we're going to bring this back in. So when we bring it back in, what do we sentence her to? Instead of life, we give her 70 years? Or do we just give her a chance to have, or do we give her, no, she was a runaway, Clay.
Yeah, she was a runaway.
And she was kicking it with a pimp named Cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Turning tricks in the streets.
Which to me says...
Daily.
She ain't had good sense.
knowing what she was doing.
Which to me says she ain't had good
But if
sense.
she ain't got good sense, it's because she ain't got good sense. Don't mean she ain't got no sense. She just saying.
I didn't say nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So that means she didn't use the good sense that God gave her at that time. Look, she knew she was turning the trick. She knew what was going on. Like I said, you get in that system, man. You subject yourself to whatever them pilgrim color people want to do to you.
What color?
The pilgrim color.
I never saw that in the
You know what I'm
Crayola
saying?
box.
You know what I'm saying? I never saw a pilgrim color either, but they got one. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm just telling the truth though, okay, Kim? I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? The truth is the truth.
Hey, well, look.
What's up with you anyway, Miss Tyler?
Again, this is a controversial subject, and we appreciate everybody's viewpoints
Always,
and,
man.
and opinions on it. Hopefully, we'll see more of this case and finally get some kind of closure to it. That's our time.
Hey, man, check this out. December 27th, I'm going up for the finals at the Funny Stop. It started at 8 o'clock, man. I need y'all to come out and support me, man. Y'all be seeing us on here. Y'all know what I'm doing. Just bring y'all asses out and fuck with me, man. I mean, support your own, y'all. And then Wednesday, it's something up. We got a little thing up at the Uptown Lounge, man. We're going to be doing something up there. Me and my homie T King. You know what I mean? Fool with us, man. And I got more stuff coming, man. You know what I'm saying? We got more stuff coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Consciousville just really getting started. 2019, y'all gonna see a lot coming from us.
Year to Ville.
Y'all gonna see a lot coming from us,
Year
man.
to Ville.
Understand? Y'all see it from the comedy. You gonna see it from the music. You gonna see it from the culinary. You might.
Conscious Vittles.
I mean, I'm trying conscious vittles, or I like conscious eats too.
You know what
I
I
like
mean?
those. But anyway, listen, man. Y'all know what I always say to y'all, man. Love each other, man. You know what I'm saying? We out of here, man.
Peace.
Stop, motherfucker.